The Outdoor Adventure Leadership Program has give our young people an opportunity to engage in a journey, giving them the chance to experience lots of learning, challenges, and establishing a community while they're out there. Part of the canoe trip provides opportunity to learn leadership skills, promote culture and community, enhance resilience and well-being amongst the young people. One of the most significant elements of the Outdoor Adventure Leadership Program is the arrival of our youth back to their homeland. You're sitting on that waterfront, you're waiting on the waterfront for your family member, your loved one, your child, your grandchild, your niece or nephew to arrive home. That has a lot of meaning for the community member, to be able to welcome their children home, to be able to acknowledge and recognize the accomplishments of our young people. We do have leaders in our community, and the Outdoor Adventure Leadership Experience Program gives us that opportunity to bring out those leadership qualities. Ultimately, it'll work towards a healthier community with leadership development.
One of the characteristics of resilience is self-reliance. Self-reliance is this increasing belief that you can rely on yourself, that you can count on yourself to do things, that you don't need to please other people. It's a sense of balance. The youth are taking control of their emotions and viewing things in perspective, and they're able to take what comes and moderate it in their thinking and then alter their expressions. During an outdoor adventure experience, it's really a unique time where the youth are sort of removed from their home environment and they're placed in a group, and sometimes they don't know other people in the group very well. And they learn over time to develop relationships with other people in the group. And they're also in a context where nature is the teacher. Rapids and storms and rain and all kinds of adventures that ensue. And these adventures help form the group into a tighter group, and they become communal and they rely on each other. So the sense of self-reliance is also related to a communal reliance, in that the team needs to count on members of the team to overcome obstacles. With a sense of self-reliance and communal reliance, these youth are set up to succeed in life beyond the experience in the outdoors. And that's one of the most satisfying things from an experience like this.
I think it's like the best thing that happened in Wiki, like next to the powwow. It's a lot of fun, and you learn a lot of stuff. You can make new friends in your community. Like being close to people, you get to know them. You get to see what they really like. People I know, they're trying to impress other people they like so they can be with the cool crowd kind of thing. They're not like really being themselves. With the outdoor adventure leadership experience, you're out in the bush. You have nobody to impress, so you just you have no choice but to be yourself. So that's what people really like. It's like people being themselves. You get to really know people. Well, trying your best to please people, like trying to change your personality, just to please the cool crowd. That's not good. You're you. You can't change that, but you can change some of the stuff you can work on. You're working on yourself, not only to impress others, to impress yourself. And that's what I think matters a lot. If you're not happy with yourself, you're just sad all the time. That's bad. That's wisdom.
Well, before I went on the trip, I was always I always thought what people cared about me. I was always really self-conscious, how my hair was, or if my makeup was smeared, or if I have a stain on my clothes or anything like that, or if I wear the same shirt in 2 days in a row or something. And then when I got on the trip, we didn't have much of a choice to bring lots of clothes or all that kind of accessories I always wear. And then just on the trip, it's I didn't even care. Well, at first I cared. I didn't like it. Started feeling really dirty and stuff, but it's just I looked around, no one else didn't really care, so I was why shouldn't I care? So that's what changed that about me, is that I just stopped caring what people thought. As long as I felt comfortable, then that's all that mattered to me. I remember the first day, it was the mosquitoes were killing me out there. I cried. The first day, I remember I cried so much. I was like, I want to go home. The next morning, I remember I cried again, writing in my journal. I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't like this. And then came around to the third day. I remember that's when I just fell in love with being out there. I think that's when we did the rafting. And that's when, like, I got all wet. I fell in the water, slipped off a rock. And then that's when, like, we were on that real big open lake, and then there's a real nice sun, and then we look behind us, there's a real big storm coming, and it's like we were racing just to get to the shore. That part was like, I was just like, wow, it's like what nature looks like. It's pretty nice. But that's when actually I started talking with all the guys. That's when I started getting to know them that night. By day 4, everyone I was canoeing with in my group was just like one real big family, and so I just started loving the whole trip, and all together I just enjoyed it. After that trip, I became a really independent person. I don't really go out anymore. I just like to stay at home with my family and play with my little brother and little sister and stuff. I don't really have much of friends anymore. I feel better being with my family though, because like a lot of my friends just do like drugs and stuff, or they don't have time, they want to hang out with me. So if they want to get high or drink, and I don't know, I just don't enjoy doing that anymore. Just being sober with my family is really I love to do now. And when I went back to school, I started like going downhill again in the beginning. Then I don't know, I just started realizing like I'm not that same person anymore. My average went from 23.5 to 84.5 at the end of the year. And I actually made it on honor roll. Like I never ever was off an honor roll in my life. And I was just like, wow. Like I did that, like my grades improved. My attendance was like excellent. I got like an award, $95 for being perfect attendance at school.
For me, just seeing you come back home, be with your families again, it's such an emotional time, because we know that you've been out there for 10 days. It's been such a spiritual journey for you. You connected with our land again as young people, as future leaders and care providers of our community. And we are also proud of you. That's what's been seen here this morning as far as you coming in and greeting you. I think if anything, the journey that you have been on the past 10 days is that even as adults, we need to start learning from you. And I'm so anxious to hear what your stories have been as far as how we need to lead our people today. And I want to at this point extend on behalf of our community, your families, is our sincerest appreciation to all the people that have coordinated activity that is truly going to make a difference for our people in the future. It is resiliency to walk away from those things that aren't good in life. And it's empowerment that this change that we're all going through is that we will survive, and we will always have that identity of who we are as Anishinaabe. And it's to you that take that ultimate sacrifice to be away from your families for 10 straight days to learn how we need to connect with our land again and live our life as Anishinaabe. So Chimigwech, to all of you young people, you truly have honored your community. Miigwech.